Yes, like up against me. Yes, he did.
This is the exact moment this lady revealed her shocking ordeal during her massage session.
He probably got shit in his cell phone.
Good. Okay, perfect.
Come on back here.
You're under arrest. You're under arrest. For what? There's a warrant for your arrest. Am I being detained?
You're under arrest.
He finna tell the truth.
Mistake.
Yep. Yep, I sucked them teeth. That was looking too good.
I mean, we did the massage, and if she was
he can't goddamn say nothing. If she was we did the massage and shit. And like I said, when it happened, and what happened was he can't form a sentence. Guilty.
I was down on my looking to hit me a lick, ready to get into some since I was a jit. I had big dreams of getting rich. Now we leveling up in this. Take a look at my kicks. You know we stepping on toughest nigga. First one to get hit don't make me send a blitz. My head is itching for it. Hollow to spit like a list. But wait.
Whoa, now what's the motherfucking Kate deal? Welcome back to Sheldon's bootleg ass studio where we come to kick it, vibe out, and shoot the shit with Sheldon. I really appreciate each and every last one of y'all for pulling up. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and get into this video of today. Alright, so the title reads, Massage Therapist Thought No One Would Find Out. And I'm only guessing that he probably done some, like record a client without them knowing or something sexual or something like that. We're going to find out. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure that like button is lit, subscribe to the channel. And a quick story time real quick before we get into this video. And you can fast forward if you don't want to hear me, but let me get this to y'all for those that do. I had a experience at a massage parlor one time, you feel me? Or whatever you want to call it. Not one of those kinky ones, you know what I'm saying, with happy endings or something like that. But no. So me and my fiance went and got a couples massage early on in our relationship. I want to say, we didn't even have kids at the time. I did. I had my oldest daughter, but we now have 2 children together. But I don't even think we had kids together at the time. Anyway, she wanted to treat me to get a massage, right? So let's get to it. She wanted to treat me to go get a massage early on in our relationship. And we went to this place. It was nice. You feel me? We get there in the waiting room. They give you the sheet. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a printout of a human body. And on it, you can cross out the parts you don't want to be touched. So we as a couple sitting here talking amongst each other on, you know what I'm saying, which parts I don't want touched on me and which parts I don't want them to touch on her and vice versa. You see what I'm saying? My baby, she bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, she nice. She got a nice shape on. I'm talking about she dragging that wagon. Everything. You feel me? So, that ass is there. I mean, just to be quite frank, it's there. It was already a no. You know what I'm saying? And man or woman, you ain't finna get to touch on none of that. Okay? And see, my old lady, she dragging that wagon, right? So she kind of have back problems, lower back problems here and there. So every blue moon, you know what I'm saying, I massage her. I take care of it. You know what I'm saying? I get down up in there and, you know what I'm saying, I massage and make sure, you know, some of that tension is relieved. Anyway, long story short, we get to the back. I got a woman masseuse. She got a man masseuse, right? And so they're asking how much pressure you want, you know what I'm saying, medium, hard, soft, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. And so she's explaining to him, you know, how much pressure she want on her lower back because she has lower back problems. She's explaining this to him, right? He know, he see that ass. He ain't blind. Black man too at that. I don't give a damn if he was black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if it was a woman. But anyway, let me get to it. So she's explaining her back pain or whatever. And I'm finna get to this video. I'm finna wrap this up. And so as she's explaining, he's like, okay, well, in order to release some of that tension, I would have to, you know, touch or basically massage the top of those glutes in order to relieve some of that tension and yada, 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 and this, that, and the third. So what he's trying to do is weasel his way into grabbing on some of that ass. Long story short, the answer is no. You feel me? The answer is no, Jack. First of all, we already crossed out which parts of the body we don't want touched. So that's a no automatically. So why are you trying to weasel your way in to grabbing on some of this ass? Because that ass is there. I'm talking like it's going to make you want to grab. I'm just being frank. You go, I'm just saying. I'm just saying the answer is no, Jack. You ain't getting to do none of that. You feel me? But yeah, I just thought that was quite funny. Me and my old lady, we laugh about that. You know what I'm saying? Because no, like I said, I take care of that. If she got some back problems, some lower back pain, these hands work very well. You know what I'm saying? I know how to get up in there where I need to get up in there. When I need to get in there, you know, all that. So yeah, matter of fact, she was just treating me. This whole massage experience was for me. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyway, let's get to this video. Let's see what's going down with this massage therapist. I don't know what he done, but we finna find out. Make sure that like button is lit. Subscribe to the channel. Trigger warning. As you can tell, I will be stopping this video, pausing it, shooting the shit, running my mouth. If y'all want to hear me commentate, just jump off my video. Continue on living your life. For those who are here to kick it, vibe out, and shoot the shit with Sheldon, I really appreciate you. Make sure that like button is lit. Subscribe to the channel. Let's not waste no more time. Let's go and get into this video right now.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
Put his face into it, mouth on him and everything.
He put his face and his mouth on your
What? Whoa, bro, he going out bad.
Did he put any fingers inside your
Yes, like up against me. Yes, he did.
This is the exact moment this lady revealed her shocking ordeal during her massage session. October 14th, 2023. A woman sits across from a Westlake police officer in what she said was beyond disturbing. Her 32-year-old massage therapist, Kyle Carthens, went far beyond any professional boundary.
Why this kind of look like the dude, though? I swear to God, this kind of look, I don't remember exactly what he looked like, but this kind of looked like him. This was in somewhere in Dallas, though. They said Westlake. It ain't like he can't have moved, but I don't know. I don't know.
It wasn't Carthens' first time doing such a thing, but that very day, the victim decided it would be his last.
It wasn't his first time doing such a thing, so how did y'all know this? And how did he get this job if he's done this before? You see what I'm saying? Like, And she made sure it was the last time that he done it. I guess, okay, I was going to say, did it happen to her before? But no, it probably just happened to her this time and she took action.
The horrible things that went down in that massage room shouldn't end there. It must be exposed.
I know that you said that he touched your chest. How exactly did he touch your chest? Okay.
65-45, 65-49. Like rubbing, and then he put his face into it, mouth on him and everything.
He put his face and his mouth on your breast.
On my breast.
So why didn't you push him off and stop him then? Were you asleep? How do you not? What? And how did he get a chance to do more?
Did he say anything?
Nothing. I can barely hear the guy. He's like, get undressed, you know, and I did. I'm in severe pain.
I'm sorry.
But I just prayed the whole time. I'm thinking to myself, it gets a hold of somebody else. Oh my God, you know, I mean,
sure.
It's sickening and it's gross the whole time, but he had his body pressure, like chest here. Bent in his chest right here and his face right here.
And I'm sorry for asking this. Was he just because his face was on your chest? Was he licking? Was he
no, just my
like that?
Just my breast.
Yes, your breast. Was he licking anything like, or just was his head there?
No, he was licking my breast, like groping on my breast and sucking on him, and then trying to finger me. And that's when I think he could tell I was starting to get like.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you was afraid and didn't want to push him off, didn't want to scream or anything, like, because I mean, I don't know. I never been in that situation and I'm not a woman, so I couldn't find myself that vulnerable with a man breathing all down me like that without me being me. I would know that I would probably say something like, bro, you finna have to get your head, you better back the hell up, or scream or something as a woman. Help me, back off, creep, something. I don't know, but I'm guessing maybe she's afraid because it's a big black burly man. She seems to sound like a white woman, and she possibly could have been afraid for real. Who knows? This man doing all this creepy shit. Who knows? He may have a weapon on him. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm trying to figure out in my mind why she didn't say something or scream or push him off or something.
Not ready to rise out of here.
So did he touch your vagina?
Yes, he did.
Did he put any fingers inside your vagina?
Yes, like
Okay.
up against me. Yes, he did.
Okay.
This woman revealed that Carthens put his face and mouth on her breasts, pressed his body onto hers, and slipped his finger into her private area. Carthens was not a stranger off the street. He was an employee at Spa West, a high-end wellness center in Westlake, Ohio. Carthens was supposed to provide relaxation.
Well, it can't be your boy because it's in Dallas is in Ohio. Yeah, man. Damn, he did look like old boy though.
Instead, the victim described something that sounded more like an assault than a massage. 3 days after the event, the officers swung into action and the needful was done.
Hey, sir, little stone for me. Real quick, boss. Maybe you step out to my partner back there.
He have no idea he getting pulled over for that creepy shit.
All right, keep your hands where I can see him. Come back here. Come back here. Yeah.
Arms together. Anything illegal on you? No, on my way to work. Okay.
On your way to work, huh?
You know who I am? Mm-hmm. What's my name? I forget your name. We've been following you. From where? What did you say? I didn't get my real name. You have any other property in the car, man? I'm on my way to work. Yeah, I know. Do you have your cell phone or anything in the car? You just took my cell phone. Okay, I just want to make sure there's nothing else in the car. And I don't have it.
This nigga love his job, creepy ass. He go to work all the time, being old perv ass dude, doing this shit. It's don't work with some women. I'm sure it's don't work with some women. They get off on it. Yeah, it's some you know what I'm saying? But this man here, that's crazy. Imagine the women that didn't say nothing, that didn't come forward. And man, this dude here, he probably got shit in his cell phone.
Good. Okay, perfect.
Come on back here.
You're under arrest. You're under arrest. For what? There's a warrant for your arrest. Am I being detained?
You're under arrest.
You're under arrest.
That nigga said, am I being detained? Nigga, you're under arrest.
Told you there's a warrant for your arrest.
Are you not listening?
Traffic alarm?
Before I go to work, that's how I pay for the traffic ticket, is by getting income.
You incoming, all right. Coming in.
Police arrested Carthens while he was riding in an Uber to work, and he faced
I was just about to say, what if he had got in the Uber? I thought his ass was driving.
multiple charges, including sexual battery and gross sexual imposition. Although the victim's account was clear and disturbing, detectives knew the case couldn't hinge on just one testimony. They needed to confront Carthens himself, to hear his side of the story, and to see if his words would match the evidence or betray him in the process.
At some point, right? I mean, you're touching.
No, my chest wasn't touching her, like, cause this was her hip, so I'm still standing. The only time that I'm seated is when I'm doing the neck and shoulders, or sometimes when I'm doing the feet.
Right.
When I'm doing the feet, I'm seated as well.
Right. Yeah, but what I'm saying is you're standing, you're leaning over her to get her out to the hip.
Right.
Then, like, where's your body? I mean, you're over top of her, or?
Yeah, like left hand, right hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the complaint is that her breasts were exposed. At some point in time that your mouth came into contact with her nipple. And then at another point in time that...
He's not flabbergasted. He's not shocked. He's not in awe. He's not disturbed at these allegations. I myself would have lost my shit. Innocent at that. You see what I'm saying? Innocent. I get hit with some bullshit like this, and I'm innocently working, and you talking about my mouth came in contact with her breast? Huh? What? What the? No, sir. What? You what? I am baffled at such allegations. You know what I'm saying? This is preposterous. What are you talking about? I am livid at this point. He just sat there like a regular ass sentence, just regular ass statement just came out old boy mouth. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. Hands on the table. He ain't make no sudden moves. I would have been like, huh? Some would have gave like nigga indication of nigga that's incorrect. Look at him.
So the complaint is that her breasts were exposed. At some point in time that
he thinking about him right now when he said those breasts were exposed. He was like, he thinking about a mental picture. He remembered it.
mouth came into contact with her nipple. And then at another point in time that
he talking about some
your fingers came into contact with her. Okay, so that's
that nigga shook his head. Yes.
Complaint is. Now. So I mean, Kyle, what happened? I mean,
he finna tell the truth.
Mistake.
Yep.
What happened?
Yep, I sucked them teeth. That was looking too good.
I mean, we did the massage, and if she was
he can't goddamn say nothing. If she was we did the massage and you know, shit. And like I said, you know, when it happened, and what happened was he can't form a sentence. Guilty.
Her were exposed, and if she was touched in an inappropriate way, I would like to apologize to her.
From my understanding, you're supposed to ask certain places to be touched when you go into a massage, and if you didn't do anything wrong, you wouldn't be saying if she was touched inappropriately, I would like to apologize to her, because you would say I didn't touch her in any inappropriate manner whatsoever. I gave her a massage and that was it. I touched her in the places that she requested to be massaged. I didn't touch her vaginal area. I didn't grope her. My mouth didn't come in contact with her. None of that. I'm just saying that's what an innocent person would say, not if I touched her inappropriate, if her breasts were exposed, if I would like to apologize. That's not what innocent people do, bro.
You're
guilty.
I overstepped the boundary of hers during the massage.
Yeah, if I overstepped the boundary, you were sucking on, okay.
Well, did she ask you to put your lips on her nipple?
No.
No, you just did it.
Ha!
I mean, no, I was just like leaning and doing a massage.
Okay. So it just it just fell in my mouth. This dude here, man, talking about I was leaning doing the massage and it just scraped up against my lip, and I just it was just an accident, you know what I'm saying? I was leaning too far into it. Boy, if you don't gone.
So I don't understand how your mouth comes into contact with it then.
That's why I'm saying, oh boy was not getting a chance to touch on my old lady and get no accidental, you ain't, nope. No, sir, I don't give a damn. Call me what you want in the comment section.
The urge and what happens? I mean, did it just overcome you and just couldn't help yourself?
It's I mean, it's I don't know what you want me to say during that.
I just want to understand it. That's all.
Reluctance, silence, then the phrase, I don't know. These are all sellout characters of guilt.
As I've mentioned, this guy here, it's a weirdo, man.
It's apparent that he wanted to do it.
His intrusive thoughts won. It took over. He couldn't help himself.
And he did. But while Carthens did admit to touching the victim inappropriately, there's still one thing he would deny, no matter how many times he was asked.
It was in that upper thigh area, you know what I'm saying? So, it may have
brushed up against it a little bit. See, that's what I'm saying. Hell no, sir. Nope. No, sir. I am not with those games, my boy. I am not with those games. That's what I'm saying. Oh boy was not finna get a chance to accidentally get in any kind of crevice of my old lady. I'm telling you, because I would have whooped his ass right in that damn massage therapist room right there. My old lady would have said, and she would have said something. Trust me, she would have said something. I would have came unglued on his ass right there. Cause this guy right here is a creep, is a weirdo, and I be onto those games, man. I be onto those games. Talking about it may have brushed up against it. So he was getting close to the inner thigh area, and he was letting his fingertips brush up against it a little bit. He kept getting closer and closer and closer. Yeah.
brushed it because there's oil and stuff during the session. So if it brushed her thigh or something like that.
So you're telling me your finger didn't go inside of her? Well, I mean, she feels it, right? I mean, she's a grown woman. She knows what that is. I mean, did she say anything to you at that time?
You're going to jail, buddy.
You just did it, and then nothing was said?
During the massage session?
When you put your finger inside of her butt?
No, she just let me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask her, and she didn't say nothing, so I just kept on doing it. I thought it was cool. You feel me? Maybe better get some consent. And first of all, you ain't supposed to be doing it at the massage, at a legal massage place anyway, supposedly. You see what I'm saying? That's just prostitution work if you gonna allow that to happen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Shit, if you gonna do it, damn, why not ask for some consent? Why not be like, hey, is it cool if I get a little closer up in your groin area, or how far is too far? Where would you like for me to? You see what I'm saying? I don't know. First of all, you shouldn't be doing it anyway. Because, nigga, you see what's going down? Your ass can end up right here. For worse. You know what I'm talking about? But at least you could have said, she gave me consent. She said do this. She said do that. I just did it. First of all, if I didn't do it, I felt that she would have retaliated against me and said something again. I don't know. But at least if you had got consent, it was an okay from there. And you still probably would have lost your job because you were licensed massage therapist or whatever. And you ain't supposed to be doing that type of work. But consent, though. Consent, damn. That's all I'm saying.
No,
I mean, your finger.
If you would have got consent, just maybe she wouldn't have went to the police. Just maybe. Now, if she was a dirtbag and she gave you consent and went and told on, turned you into the police, then she would have been a scumbag, a dirtbag. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did what y'all did. Yeah, you ain't supposed to be doing it because you a licensed massage therapist. But hey, she the one baited you into, hey, you know what I'm saying? Touch my, you know what I'm saying? Listen, shh, don't tell nobody. Listen. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, goddamn. Am I wrong?
Right?
I think y'all get what I'm trying to say.
I believe you're a good person. I do. Right? And what do good people do? They move on from their mistakes. They tell us what happened. They move on, try to make them a better person, right? And that's what I'm looking for here. That's what I believe you are. I believe you're a solid guy, a hard working
He guilty
guy.
as hell. He ain't moved his hands not one time since he been there. He been trying to keep poise, trying to keep his energy at a minimal. You see what I'm saying? He don't want to make no sudden moves. No, Nathan, he guilty. He's concentrating too much on his body language and all of this type of stuff.
Made a mistake.
He done gave up indications of being guilty.
Just tell me what happened. Just tell me why it happened. Right?
I'm telling you.
I mean, yeah, sort of. But your hand to just brush up against it. I mean, I think you had a big urge and you just couldn't help yourself.
A big urge.
Is that what happened? I mean, just tell me the truth.
I mean,
I mean, it's a naked woman laying there. I understand that. This is the fourth one of the day. You're rubbing and women all day long. I couldn't do that job.
Nah, I couldn't, Jack. Especially good looking women. Now, damn sure not hideous women either. Either way, I couldn't do it. I don't want to rub down no ugly women. And I can't rub down no fine, badass women. I ain't doing that job. Nope. Especially being in a relationship. It's a hell no. My lady ain't going for that. Hell no. My lady ain't going for that. I ain't going for it because it's too much temptation. And then it's too much. I don't want to do this hideous, nasty skinned woman. And it'll be some discrimination going on. I'm sorry. I couldn't do the job. I just couldn't. That's why I ain't doing it.
I mean, it's just a part of the session, man. But I wasn't.
And a single man, especially if I was a single man, see, it's one thing being in a relationship because, you know what I'm saying, I get fed and I get emptied out, if you know what I'm saying, so I'm good. But if I was single and I wasn't getting fed and getting emptied out, it may be a little build-up going on, you know what I'm saying? I'm rubbing on some of these fine-ass women and some of these not-so-fine-ass women starting to look fine. I'm like, getting the urge there. It's dangerous. No, sir. It ain't for me. It ain't for me, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it ain't for me.
You know, I didn't expose myself to her. I didn't,
you didn't
insert my, body parts into her or anything like that.
No.
Oh, but you've done it before, huh?
Your finger, you did. You put your finger inside of her. Where'd you go right afterward?
Nigga, get your hand off of me. Shit.
Because you left immediately.
Don't touch me.
I mean, 4:30 was my last client, so
right.
I went home.
Well, how did it get to the point? I mean, did she ask you to do that? Did she ask you to rub that part?
She did not ask me to rub her.
Okay. Did you think she was coming on to you at all?
I don't know if I should answer that.
Nice.
I mean, cause it's like I don't.
He gonna scoot closer.
Body language.
Okay. But you had to have some feeling either way. I mean.
Despite stops and silence, Carthens wouldn't admit to penetrating the victim. He claimed his hand may have brushed her private area only because of the deep massage technique he was using. But detectives weren't convinced. Eventually, the interrogation ended. Then, about a month later, another client stepped forward. She too had seen Carthens on October 14th, and her story raised even more red flags.
That boy there was real hot on the 14th, huh?
The blanket was moved entirely halfway. So every time he moved my butt, it was he probably had visibility of my
expanded more and more.
Yeah, like he was probably able to see. He was doing motions like this, really firm with his hand, and then it moved to a point where his hand, and I did have underwear on, but a thong does not cover much in this area. His thumb was probably right around here while he was massaging this. So not only was this opening up, but he was centimeters from my vagina. And he stayed there for about 15 minutes. And my mentality, as most women, I think, he's bigger than me. I'm so far away from the front desk.
As I was mentioning.
I'm just going to let this massage right out. And like telling myself right now, all I could think was, is he hard? Is he pleasuring himself? I always had to make sure in my mind, are there two hands on me? And there were. I kept telling myself, like, if one hand goes away, you need to say something, you need to stop this. So by the time I thought it was so bizarre and so just inappropriate, by the time I felt like speaking up, it had moved on to the other side, it had ended, but...
Now, is this man just doing his job? And these women are feeling some type of way because he's a black man? And they are not used to seeing black men in this profession doing what he's doing? Is that what it is? I don't know what ethnicity these women are, but they sound to be white. They sound to be white. I don't know if that makes any difference or not. I'm just making an observation. So if you're in the comment section with your little wee feelings hurt, I don't give a damn. I'm just making observations. See what I'm saying? And all I'm doing is opposing a different viewpoint. Because as you've been listening all up until this point, I've been against old boy. So all I'm doing is shining lights, a small window of possibility where he could have just been doing his job and they are accusing him of something that he really didn't do. Or is this man really a creep and everything that they are alleging he did? What you think?
That was my experience as a whole, just staying way too long.
I think he a creep. He showed too many indications of guilt. You see what I'm saying? He showed too many indications of guilt.
In an area that shouldn't have been there in the first place without consent, and really, really just feeling totally exposed at that point. And that was my experience.
She described unprofessional, uncomfortable behavior during her massage. Behavior that matched patterns from the first victim. The case was no longer one-on-one. A pattern was beginning to emerge. But what's most troubling about these evil acts is not the event itself. It's the aftermath.
I don't want to ruin anyone's life. I didn't want to report it because there was no crime committed. It was just more of a consent thing, and it was more of a, because I did spend the whole night, though, if you guys could look up Google search, I spent the whole night searching what's an appropriate glute massage, what's an appropriate hip massage, what's the appropriate draping policy for massage therapists, and I knew at that point that something was wrong.
Yeah.
Him in a bad position if it was innocent. That's why I spent so much time looking, what's the glute massage, what's this supposed to look like, where is the blanket supposed to be during? You know, I didn't want to be that person, but when I saw that yesterday, it was a no-brainer. Something wrong was done to her and to me.
How much time do you think you spent researching it after the fact?
A lot. Probably most that night, actually. I went to bed around 4 o'clock in the morning that night because I was consumed by it.
So if you had to put like an hour time frame to it, how many hours did you put in looking into it?
I would say probably the night that followed, I'd say probably 6 to 8 hours, just as soon as my family went to bed.
She was really disturbed by this then. This was on her mind. She was really disturbed.
Expanded the investigation, more troubling details surfaced. Carthens had been fired from previous massage jobs, not for poor technique, not for customer service issues, but because of similar complaints.
Where was these at, and was any of them in Dallas, Texas?
Allegations that he had crossed the same lines.
What about state lines?
He's been a massage therapist for quite some time. I don't know. There was a couple different companies that he worked for. He got fired from somewhere for something similar-ish. He's lived on the West Coast and over here and done massages at both places. So there's a very good chance that there's
in the West Coast, so this man skipped states. It's a possibility that same dude in Dallas, they just ain't mentioned it yet.
a lot of people feeling the same way that you felt, that you don't want to speak up. And
with multiple accusations and a disturbing employment history, prosecutors built their case. Carthens was indicted, and in court, he pleaded not guilty. Bond was first set at $100,000, later reduced. He walked free under conditions, but the legal fight was just beginning. In June 2025, a judge ordered a competency hearing. Doctors ruled Carthens incompetent to stand trial. That ruling put the brakes on everything.
So he's slow?
Instead of prison, Carthens was sent to North Coast Behavioral Health for treatment, while the victim waited in limbo. The case of Kyle Carthens is still unfinished. The charges stand, the testimonies are on record. But justice is paused. Until or unless he is deemed competent, this case will remain in limbo. For now, the women who came forward are left with the hardest part of all, waiting.
Ain't nothing wrong with him except for he a weirdo, creep, predator. Anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. If you vibed all the way up to this point, I really do appreciate you. Make sure that like button is lit, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, I'm SheldonVybez. I need y'all to be cool like the other side of the pillow. Stay light on your toes like you're supposed. Oh yeah, no.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
Oh God.